All right, folks. Here we have another flashlight review. This is the Olight Arkfeld Pro EDC. This is kind of a three-in-one, excuse me, flashlight. And like I mentioned in some of my previous videos, I try to do like a one-take review. So you might have some blooper reels along the way, some funny comments, or just some absolute brain fart moments where I forget what I was trying to say and it doesn't really come out right. So that's part of the entertainment factor. And yeah, plus it's a lot easier for me, so I don't have to spend a lot of time editing videos and making a bunch of corrections. So this right here, this is one of my favorite flashlights, and I have a lot of them. This is one that I use every single day, and I love the slim design, as you can see. I got some of the dimensions and some of the specs to it, which I'll go over here in a moment. But this is something that sits beside my bed, and when I wake up, get ready for work, throw it in my pocket. Again, with that slim design, you can barely even tell that it's in there. It is a little bit longer. It's almost 5 inches long. It's about 4 3/4 inches long, but really it's not too bad, and you just really don't notice that it's in there. The pocket clip or the belt clip is pretty darn sturdy. There's some cases that you can get for this, but I usually just toss this in my pocket. I have one of their little mini O-lights with a round diameter, and I really like this one, prefer this one over the other ones I have. It is a magnetic base with the charger, if you can kind of see that here. It's a magnetic base charger. You can also adhere this to some items, a metal cabinet. It's pretty strong. It's not the strongest magnet, but it can definitely hold it out. If you had a wall, or a metal cabinet, it would hold it out horizontal from that cabinet or from that metal object. It's not something where if it was to get bumped from being set up like that, where it's probably going to stay on there, it's probably going to get jarred loose fairly easy. But overall, it's a great flashlight, and this runs about $100 from Olight. You can get them on Amazon. They have them in a number of colors. I've had a green one. I've also had a space age color one, or more black, if anything else. And my black one just kind of recently bit the dust on me. I had it for a long time, used it for a lot of different purposes, both in all functions. Not really the UV light per se, but so the 3-in-1 here with this flashlight is you have obviously the flashlight mode here. It's just a single press touch button. You have a battery indicator here with the 4 LEDs, green in color. Obviously, 4 being 100%, 25% increments down below that. On the modes, for the flashlight modes, you have 5 modes with this flashlight. The first one that I actually like and use quite a bit, especially in the morning when my girlfriend's still sleeping and I need to get up and kind of grab my stuff and head for the bathroom to jump in the shower, is what they call the moonlight mode. And that is where if you just hold the button down, it comes in excuse me, at a whopping 1 lumen. You can kind of see that there on the video. Let me see if I can get a better background maybe, but anyways, you can kind of see that there on the video. Super low light, and it'll be, the battery in this sucker is pretty impressive. It's a 1500 milliamp battery. On a moonlight setting, this can go for 11 days prior to needing charging. And then excuse me, the next setting after that is our low light. So this will come in at 15 lumens. This will give you about a 62-hour run time on low light setting. Medium, we'll bring this up to 100 lumens, and this will run about a 10-hour, 45-minute, maybe just shy of 11-hour mark on medium. And then high, you're kicking in at 500 lumens. You can kind of see there. Super bright, very nice widespread view to the beam itself. And then also you have one more setting. You double click it, and it's a turbo mode. So this brings in at 1300 lumens. You're only going to get about a 3-minute run time, and then it'll actually shut down to make sure it doesn't get too hot. and it'll shut down to a 38% capacity, which gives you about another 97 minutes of runtime after that. On the high one, the 500 lumens, 500 lumens, you're going to be running about 110-minute runtime, and then same thing, it'll shut down at about 20% and give you another 30-minute runtime thereafter. I mentioned how long it was already. It's about just shy of 5 inches, 4 3/4 inches long. The width of it, as far as the width wide, it's just about an inch, and then the diameter or the thickness of it is 0.6 inches, and it weighs about 8.4 ounces, so fairly light for the most part. The other feature it has a class 3R green laser, so you can kind of see that there on the video. This laser is impressive. It gives you about a 70-hour runtime with the laser activated, but I don't do this to mess with my neighbors, but I can stand out on my front porch and shine this down the block and very clearly have it on the side of my neighbor's house. And no, I do not put it in their window or mess with them because that's kind of messed up with things the way they are nowadays. So the other setting on here, again, I don't use it a ton, and sometimes maybe you don't want to use this, or be very careful on where you use it or why, is the UV setting. A 3-hour and 15-minute runtime, roughly, for a UV setting, to where you can kind of tell I got some ink on my hand earlier, but, for washing your hands, if you're using it, for looking at stains, it is great for picking up pet stains up on your carpet where you can't really see where they went. Maybe this sucker can highlight those, and kind of grosses you out sometimes too, what you see when you turn those UV lights on. But yeah, overall it's got its own dedicated charger to it. It is a round flat panel charger. I do wish that they would kind of upgrade this going forward to a Type-C charger, just so we don't have to continue carrying multiple cables around and have a variety of cables. But the charger itself works great. It charges fully from about a 5% battery to 100% battery in about 2.5 hours. And so not super impressive there, but not bad. Not bad at all. Again, it's one of my favorite flashlights for everyday carry. Hopefully you guys got a little bit of information out on this. I definitely would recommend this flashlight to anybody that does carry a flashlight during their operations throughout the day, using it for many different purposes due to those settings. And it's just very functional and very slim in design. So hopefully you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you're getting some benefit out of some of these reviews, or just some entertainment out of some of the other videos. We got dirt bike riding season coming up. I'm about 6 weeks post neck surgery, so hopefully we'll be getting out on the dirt bike and turning some dirt, and also still continuing to do some reviews. So I have a number of other Olight or Olights, I should say, from this manufacturer, I have some more flashlights from Olight. Boy, that didn't come out right. And if you have one in mind, or you've been looking at one and curious, I might have it. So if you want to see another review on an Olight, please drop some information in the comments below, and we'll kind of dig into it down the road. All right. Thanks, everyone.